is that there are so many voices we listen to. I have worked with high school students for over 30 years. I was a Young Life area director. I became a Christian through Young Life Ministry, and later on went to serve with the ministry. But I know that if I were to walk through a high school hallway and stop a student at a locker and ask them, what do you want to be in life? They may say, I want to be a banker. They may say, I want to be an engineer. They may say, I want to drive a nice car. I want to live in a big house. But underlying all that, the bottom line is, I want to live a life of meaning. I want to live a life of fulfillment. I want to live a life of significance, which is far greater than a life of success. And so I'm going to close our time with this thought. As you listen to these voices from all over the world and from your own backyard and even from yourself as you try to navigate this world, there was a similar story in the book of Kings, 1 King. I'm going to take some liberties with this passage from chapter 19, verse 9 through 18. Elijah was a prophet for the Lord. He had great zeal for the Lord, and he loved the Lord. And the Israelites who had broken the covenant with the Lord were looking to him, for him to kill him. They wanted to eliminate him. And he was frightened, he was scared. And just on a side note, you know what drives these voices to success in the world around us? Fear. You're afraid that you're not going to make it. You're afraid that you're not going to be successful, which builds right into the traps of Madison Avenue and Canton Street. It builds right into that manipulation. And Elijah was afraid. And the Lord called him and said, what are you doing, Elijah? Well, I'm being zealous for you, God. I want to do what's right. I'm trying to speak up for truth. But all around me, people want to kill me because they don't believe in that. They want to kill my dream. They want to kill what I stand for. They want to kill me. And so God said, go out. Go out of this cave. Go stand on the edge of the cliff and wait for me. A great and powerful wind passed by. It shook the earth. Rocks crashed. But the Lord wasn't in that wind. An earthquake came. Elijah probably thought, this is the Lord. But the Lord wasn't in that earthquake. And then a fire that consumed everything around Elijah was there. And he thought, surely the Lord is in the fire. But the Lord wasn't in the fire. Could you imagine Elijah just standing there watching all this unfold, seeing the wind, the earthquake, the fire, but there's no God speaking? And all of a sudden, a gentle whisper came. And in that gentle whisper, God spoke to Elijah. When we read that passage, we don't see Elijah cowering in front of the wind or shaking in the earthquake or covering himself from the fire. But when he heard that gentle whisper, you know what he did? He was afraid. He covered himself. That's a fear of the Lord. So Elijah is not afraid of Madison Avenue. He's not afraid of all these earth-shaking movements and voices trying to capture his attention. But he was afraid of that small voice, that gentle voice. And in that voice, God called Elijah and told him what to do. I'm not here talking about Christian higher education. I'm not here talking about who you're going to be tomorrow. I'm here to challenge you this morning, as we all are. What voices are you going to listen to? What truth is out there that has your best interest in mind? And I can tell you, having studied marketing, having worked in the field, you know what interests they have in you? To fill these. That's what's important to them. God has a greater plan. You are a message yourself. It says it right there. May you be called oaks of righteousness, planted by God, so that you can display his splendor. Madison Avenue, Canton Street can't even come close to that. But God can take you places. Trust in him. Fear not, for he has your hand and heart and mind, and he does love you. Blessings on you.
Thank you, Silvio. Thank you for sharing so personally. Let's all stand. A number of our teachers have gone to Christian University or taken a course from a Christian college or university. Please have a chat with them as well. Give these guys a chance, and ladies. Please talk to them. Having been to 6 different universities myself, my experience at a Christian university was absolutely life-changing, and I highly encourage you guys to consider and pray about that with your parents. Jesus, I want to say thank you for our brothers and sisters that have come from afar to share with us today. Bless them as they are going not just to our school, but to other schools. Anoint them and encourage them. Lord, we just want to say thank you so much for this day. Thank you for KK. Thank you for Mr. Wilson. Thank you for the tech team. Thank you for everybody here. In Jesus' name, everybody said, amen. Give these guys one more round of applause. Thank you, guys. Dismiss you guys. Camera above, camera below. Sayonara. Oh, wait. Sorry. Listen to Miss Farley.
Our workshops today are in room 419, that new room, starting at